Assalamu alaikum to all of my students. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to discuss key concepts of gross national product, gross domestic product. Before I will discuss these concepts for understanding purpose, I will write gross domestic product, gross national product, gross national product, net national product, factor cost, market price. Means in first case, here is gross domestic product, here is gross national product. From gross domestic product to gross national product, we have add up net income from abroad. Add up net income from abroad to gross domestic product, we will get gross national product. Similarly, in second case, gross national product, net national product. Here is gross, here is net. Gross national product to arrive at net national product, we have minus. Gross national product, yes, minus depreciation. We will get net national product. Similarly, from factor cost to market price. Factor cost to market price, we have add up from factor cost, we add up net indirect taxes minus subsidies. Sometimes opposite happens. As for example, if we have to from gross national product, we have to go, yes, we have to find gross domestic product. Definitely, what will happen? We are adding up net income from abroad. We have to deduct net income from abroad. Similarly, net national product, from net national we have to yes find gross national product. Definitely, what we have to do, we have to add up depreciation value of assets. Similarly, in this case, what we have to do, net indirect tax minus subsidies. When we have to find from market price, we have to find out factor cost. Definitely, this will minus net indirect tax plus subsidies. What we call net income from abroad? As in previous lecture, I tell you, net income from abroad means income received from abroad, yes, minus income paid to abroad. What we get net income from abroad. जो लोग yes जो some factors जो यहाँ काम करें like labor, यहाँ काम कर रहे बाहर के फॉरेनर्स, some यहाँ के लोग बाहर कंट्री में काम कर रहे हैं, उसको हम माइनस करने के लिए सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के विल गेट, उस इनकम को सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के विल गेट नेट इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. Now I will show it with the help of like gross national product at market price, gross domestic product at yes market price. Similarly, I will write here gross yes national product at factor cost. Here I will write gross domestic product at factor cost. Here I will write net national product at market price. Here I will write net domestic product at market price. Here I will write net national product at factor cost. Here I will write yes net domestic product at factor cost. Now I will show gross national product at market price. We have to arrive net national product at market price. As here I write, from gross to net, from gross national product to net national product, from gross national product at market price. We have to find net national product at market price. We have to gross to net, gross net. We have to minus depreciation value. Then simply I will show from gross to net minus depreciation, minus depreciation. Similarly, from gross national product at market price, here is gross national product at factor cost. Here I write from factor cost to market price to factor cost. It is opposite. As factor cost to market price, we have to add up net indirect tax minus subsidies. But here is market price to factor cost. Then here will be minus net indirect plus subsidies. Means from market price to find gross national product at factor cost, market price to factor cost. Then we have to minus net indirect tax, yes, plus subsidies. Similarly, from gross national product at factor cost, here is gross domestic product at factor cost. Means gross national, it is national, this is domestic, gross domestic. As here I write from gross domestic product to gross national product. Here is from gross national to opposite is happening. It is minus in net indirect product. Yes, here what will here? We have to arrive from gross national factor cost to gross domestic factor cost. And from net we have to domestic. Here will be minus net indirect. I will write here will be minus net income from abroad. As from domestic to find gross to find national level, gross national product factor cost. Definitely we have to add up net income from abroad. But we are moving from gross national to domestic. Then it will be subtract net income from abroad. Similarly, yes, here is net national product at market price. Here is net domestic product at market price. Net national product at market price, here net domestic product. Means here is national, here is domestic. From national to domestic. From national to domestic, we have to subtract. Here I will write minus net income from abroad. Then we will get net domestic product at market price. Similarly, from this to this, net domestic product at market price. Here is net domestic product at factor cost. Means market price to factor cost. Generally, what we have to do? Market price to factor cost. Market price to factor cost. Yes. Here is net domestic market price. Here is net domestic factor cost. Means market price to factor cost. We have deduct minus net indirect taxes plus subsidies. Plus subsidies. Similarly, when we move from this to this, here, gross domestic product at factor cost. Here is net domestic product at factor cost. From gross to net, here is, yes, gross national product. Here is net national product. Gross to net, we have to differentiate. Gross to net, here will be minus depreciation. Similarly, from gross domestic product market price, here is net domestic product market price. Here is market price, here is domestic. Here is gross, here is net. Gross domestic product at market price, here is net domestic product at market price. Means gross to net. As I call gross to net, here is minus depreciation. Minus depreciation. Similarly, from this to this above, here is net domestic product at factor cost. Here is net national product at factor cost. And here is domestic, here is national. From national, here will be similarly, it is not difficult. It will be domestic plus net income from abroad. When we add up net income from abroad to domestic, we will get national. Net national product factor cost. Here, like here, Yes, gross national product at market price. Here is gross domestic product at market price. Here is national, here is domestic. From national to domestic. Simply from national to domestic. Gross domestic product, gross national product. National to domestic minus net income from abroad. Here will be minus net income from abroad. This play a vital role. Which arrow जो मैं arrow दिखा रहा हूँ. As from if we move from gross national product market, then this will be add up. We are moving from gross national to domestic, then it will be subtract net indirect from abroad. Now, gross domestic product and market price. Here is gross domestic factor cost. Market price से yes factor cost जाने के लिए definitely market price से factor cost जाने के लिए minus net indirect tax plus subsidy minus net indirect taxes plus subsidy. As from gross domestic product factor cost, from factor cost से market price जाने के लिए we have to simply plus net indirect tax minus subsidies. But we are moving market price to factor cost, then it will be subtract minus indirect tax plus subsidies. I will repeat for understanding purpose. As highlight here, gross domestic product, gross national product. From domestic territory within country to national तक जाने के लिए we have to add up net income from abroad. But sometimes we have to move from gross national product to national to domestic territory within country. Then it will be subtract net income from abroad. Similarly, gross national product and net national product. From gross national product to net national product. Net के लिए जाने तक हम we have to differentiate minus depreciation. But sometimes we have to move net national product to gross national product. Then it will be add up. Depreciation value will be add up. Similarly, factor cost to market price. Factor cost to find market price, we have to add up net indirect taxes plus subsidies. But sometimes we have to move from market price to factor cost. Then it will be subtracted. Net indirect tax will be subtracted from plus subsidies. This was one of the important concepts. But you have to focus upon these three. When you get understood these three concepts, then it is easy to move on to understand these concepts. Practice it 2-3 times, then it becomes easy for you people to understand it. I think it is enough for today. In coming lecture, I will discuss remaining concepts. Till that time, hope for the best. Take care. Thank you. Have a nice day.